How do you handle bullying as a plus size woman?
For me, I grew up trying to understand myself and know my worth.
Before you bully me, I'll bully you. First of all, let's get that straight. Who's more quiet and shy?
Shy. Well, I don't know. I'm more quiet per se.
What's your best and worst thing about each other?
My sister can fight for you anytime, any day. For worst, you see this same thing she's doing to do all this content creation. She has a bad mouth.
I think my best thing about you could still be my worst thing about you. What about our childhood would you change?
We grew up in a structural African kind of family where they feel the woman has to be the one, prepare her for a home, prepare her for this.
Maybe because we're just two girls, but there was this sense of comparison in every form when we're growing up. This one, she's finer. This one looks younger. What do you genuinely think about what I do as a content creator?
Oh, yeah.
Hello beautiful people and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, you are definitely welcome. My name is Cheta and I create content in Abuja, Nigeria. You are in the right place. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, okay? So my returning guys, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for your love and your support. I really appreciate you guys. Again guys, please do not forget to subscribe and do all the beautiful things, okay? And yeah, without rambling, let's jump straight into today's video. So as you guys can see, today we have a special guest in the house. Yay! Some of you requested that you wanted to see my sister and you wanted to meet her, so I brought her here for you today, okay? I think before now we filmed some videos. I'll try and link some of them where we did a Q&A. We did talked about some topics, some sensitive topics, and today I'm here again bringing her for you guys. And I did ask you guys to ask us a lot of questions so that we can respond to them, and you guys came through with the questions, okay? Thank you guys to everyone who sent in questions. I appreciate you, okay? So yeah, this is my sister. I wanted to introduce her, but please go ahead and introduce yourself to the fam. Let them get to meet you.
My name is Isnaya. I'm a finance professional.
Okay.
Yeah, with a pharmaceutical firm.
Okay.
I'm also a business person, so you could do any kind of business so long as it's legit. For example, goods and services, products,
okay,
clothes, shoes. I train people on what I do.
Okay, yes. So trainings, finance, and business. So nice having you here. So you guys, I'll walk through the questions one after the other. They're all here. But first of all, did I force you to be here? Because I always hear people saying, your sister, okay, you forcing her, am I forcing you to do videos?
Who says that?
I get those kind of funny comments. So please respond to them. I know they force anybody. So let's just jump straight into the questions. I'll begin with Facebook, my Facebook page. And the first person I saw here, it says his name is Bartholomew Teresa, or her name, sorry. She said, you both look like twins. Okay, sorry, it's a comment. You would look like twins. Then the next person, I say Legbe. God, make a note for people name Abego. Says, who is older? I don't know who to crush on again. Again, no. So, do you want to respond to that?
Okay, you should. By now, they should know who's older now. I know you must
have mentioned every day they ask me, so maybe you want to tell them.
I believe I'm older.
Yeah. Okay. She believes she's older, okay?
Yeah, I'm young at heart.
Okay, but she's young at heart. All right, so the next question here is loaded. This one is from Malizu Happiness. She said, what is your age difference? Is she your immediate elder sister?
Questions.
What keeps you guys so strong bonded? Is the word family ties underrated? That's a lot. So what is your age difference?
Why do you want to know our age difference? Well, I think 3 years difference. That's all.
Okay, so the age difference is 3. And then she says, is she your immediate elder sister? Do you want to respond to that?
No.
Okay, so she's not my immediate.
Yeah.
And then what kept you guys so strongly bonded? First of all, what makes you guys think that we are strongly bonded? That's the first question I'll ask. But yeah, I mean, it's beautiful to know that you think that we are strongly bonded. So What makes us strongly bonded?
I would say because we are just sisters. She's my only sister. I'm her only sister, per se.
And maybe living together as well, because I know when you live with someone, you're strongly bonded. And I think, yeah, being sisters and living together, I think
And building memories together, per se.
Okay, and building memories together. Okay. Love that. So the next question here, she says, is the word family ties underrated? I feel like that's a general question because I have them to ask general questions. Is it underrated? What do you think?
Well, I don't think it is underrated because the truth, at the end of the day, at the end of it all, family is all you've got. That's the truth. If friends are very nice, they become family. So at the end of the day, family is all you've got. With all you in, maybe money, riches, fame, family is actually all you've got. If you have family at your back, then you've had everything.
Okay, so that makes sense. Is family underrated? I don't think so as well. Yeah. However, you should know where to draw the line. Like, you should know where there are people that their family members don't genuinely love them. At least I know some people. I know someone personally that her sister doesn't love her. So know where to apply wisdom with family. If you know that your family members, there are people that don't love you in your family, just know when to be smart and safe about it. Basically, that's what I would say. So the next question here says, who is your best sibling?
Why should there be a comparison of best sibling? Per se, I would say I have a best sibling, but my sister is always my go-to. That's what I'll say.
Okay. So me, I think I have a best sibling, unfortunately, and that's her. I think that's pretty much straightforward. So how do you handle bullying as a plus size woman in this country? Can you go first?
Bullying, well,
yeah, because everybody seizes every opportunity to bully people that are plus size. So how do you handle it?
Well, to me, I feel so long as the person doesn't get to be physical with me, most times those are done with words. So it's to push those words behind you and don't let them get to you. Because the truth is, where you are, in the world we are, one way or the other, someone would make some subtle comments to suggest that because you're plus size, you shouldn't be here, you shouldn't be in this space, you should be able to maybe if it has to do with transportation, you should pay double and all those things. But they expect being able to push it behind you. That's one thing. I think growing up, I got to the point where I don't let those things get to me. They come in and they wave, and if at all it gets me angry for a few minutes and I'm off.
So you ignore, or you just get it over and done with, basically?
More like, yes, ignore them. Then if at all I would need to answer you, I give you an answer respectfully.
Okay, so I think I agree with that. How do I handle bullying as a plus? Before you bully me, I'll bully you. First of all, let's get that straight, okay? If you know how I used to deal with the bullies in the comment section, you know. But then I feel like ignoring them. Some of these people, they don't even know what they're talking about. They don't have self-respect. Ignoring them, just like you said, and don't let everything get to you, right? The thing is, even like she said, even if you were skinny, people will bully you. Even if you are the prettiest girl in the world, people will bully you. So just try to not let it phase you, basically. I think that'll be it.
And know your worth, I think so. If you know your worth, those things can get to you. Because whenever they say what they say, you know who you are, you know what you're worth.
Exactly. Know who you are. I think that's a strong, very important factor in all of this. Okay. So the next one here says, you are just amazing. I am addicted to your videos. Thank you so much, Ifoma Opala. Next one said, is your sister married? If yes, with how many children? This one is from Pretty Chiomi.
If not that she's a lady, I'd have asked her to come and marry me.
Abio. She's not married and she does not have any kid, I believe. Right? Abi, is there anyone I don't know about?
Yeah, I carry belly for back.
Okay, so the next one says, is at Kenny John. He says, you both look amazing. Your sister looks blazing. I'm for her. Okay, I don't know what that means.
For her.
Yeah.
I'm for you too.
And then the person said, single, question mark.
I think
are you single?
Answered. I'm single, yeah.
Okay, me, I've answered my own, but I've still said it's me, I'm single until the day people see me married. But if you want any detailed explanation on that, I did a sit down video. In fact, that was even what gave rise to this particular video. So go and watch and enjoy yourself. So the next question here says, hi Cheta, between you and your beautiful sister, who's more quiet and shy?
Shy. Well, I don't know. I'm more quiet per se. Especially when I'm around people that I don't know per se.
Me, I bet to differ. To me, quiet is a broad term. My sister comes off quiet to people that don't know her. But if you know her, you gonna say she know they near quiet. She's not even quiet like that. But shy. I don't know. Are you shy? Sometimes.
Yes.
Me too sometimes. So, but there's not really one person that is funny part is that people always confuse us. Because my sister, they used to see her as someone who doesn't like to go out. She's a core introvert, but she's not. She loves to be outside. Me, on the other hand, I don't love to be outside except on rare occasions. In fact, probably if I wasn't a content creator, I wouldn't even be leaving my house. I'll just be at home. So I feel like our personalities are different. She's quiet, but she loves to be outside. I can be ambiverted, meaning that I can be calm and I can be very loudsy when I want to. But I don't like to be outside most of the time. In fact, 75% of the time, I don't like to be outside. Yeah. So I think that answers it. How do you deal with body image and handle being compared to those that match societal standards?
Well, it's a body image. We are still going back to the same questions we answered before. Because the society actually has a particular way people are expected to look per se. Or be per se.
Yeah.
And like I said, for me, I grew up trying to understand myself and know my worth. So getting to know my work, even with societal comparison and all, I don't let them get to me. I get people that ask me those things that, this when you're walking on the road, how this person, when people begin to make some comments, sometimes I throw a deaf ear, like, most times, not as if it's me, I'm not even listening to half the time to what they're saying. So when you don't even listen to them, you don't even, that's where it does not sink in. But when you begin to listen to their opinions, then it begins to sink in. So long as I love myself, I love my work, I'm a work in progress, why not?
Okay. How do you deal with body image and handling being compared to those that I think you have answered it. There's really nothing more to add. This next one says, how do you feel so confident to shoot videos and you don't even care about other people's opinion? Like, I really admire you.
Okay, I think that question should be for you, not for
it's
me.
For me.
Uh-huh.
But honestly, there's no rocket science.
Like everybody's like me. I'm not the kind of person that wants to always be on the camera 2/7. So.
Hey, but the thing is, it's not rocket science. How do you feel so confident? I feel like myself. It's not like I'm doing anything. Like, I'm literally living my life and filming it. That's practically what it is. So it's not like I'm doing anything out of the ordinary. But it's the fact that she said, I really admire you and you don't care. The thing is, social media, you have to grow thick skin. People will always have opinions, but you have to get over it. Like, do you get me? So let them have their opinions. They'll be all right. We'll be all right. Everybody will be fine. Okay, the next one says, please talk about body shaming in public transport and please encourage single plus size ladies like me.
I think it's you that asking that question. It's not me.
Talk about body shaming in public transport and please encourage single plus size ladies like me.
Okay, let me just say something. Okay.
Like when they'll tell you, you did fat or madam, you go pay for 2 seats, that kind of thing. How do you handle it?
For me, what I do, well, if I take public transport, what I do is I look at the person, I look at the vehicle. If the people there are not encouraging, move on. I believe that's not the only vehicle in the world. So rather than you to get to that point where you're not there, you're not comfortable, I don't stay where I'm not comfortable. So if I look at you, you're already giving that particular. Like I said, I love my worth. I love myself, so I know my worth. I've had cases where maybe you're just about entering the vehicle and you just see the vehicle just pass you because they feel, I said, well, they move on. There's a vehicle that is coming for me. long or short, you get to your destination. So don't allow those things get to you. Or if the one that says, maybe says you want to pay two, you should pay for two. If you feel you want to pay for those two,
If you have the money,
go ahead. But if you
don't have
feel,
it.
no, it's not about not having. If you don't want to, it's not about not having it. Too. If you don't want to, my dear, walk out there with your shoulder up. Let that vehicle go. The one that would accept you, accept your body size, and embrace it. There are a lot of people that love my body size. It's really like everybody in this life is different. Everybody was not created the same. So what A likes is not what B likes. So you will not let, because the societal standard says everybody should be like A, you now get yourself to a particular point of being depressed. No, and then take your shoulder high and walk with pride, or walk with confidence. It also gives you a particular respect that you would aim from other people. So why not? If not,
Okay. So I think she has answered it. Me, I would also say the same thing. If you want to pay for double seat, pay. If you notice that a car is very, in fact, there's some drivers that before you even enter the car, they've already made funny statements like, now wow, those kind of things. If you're not comfortable, don't even engage them. It's not worth it entering them, coming out, start talking plenty. If you don't want to even start that conversation, just let them keep rolling. I beg, it's not worth it. Drivers, they would always be disrespectful people. Most of them, they are not cultured. So don't let their words get to you. It's how they speak to literally everybody. You get? Okay, so this one is from Instagram. It says, "You are my namesake Cheta. Are you Igbo?" It's very visible. I'm Igbo. So the next one says, "How much do you charge to brand a property?" I don't think I understand that, but if you mean how much do I charge to influence for your brand, you can send me a DM, a direct message, and we can talk about that on Instagram. So the next one says, "What's your mindset on marriage and submission?"
well, I'm not married, so I can't be giving marriage advice.
Okay.
See? But I know that when it comes to marriage, it comes to Christian marriage, kingdom marriage per se. There is the head. The man is the head of the family, and the woman is described as the neck. If you don't understand that, meaning that even if at the head, right? Most men feel the head is being controlling, the head is being domineering, the head is because I'm law, I'm authority, what I say is the end. But when you understand that the woman is the neck, it means that if you look at yourself, your head cannot move to the left without the help of your neck, isn't it? So I understand it as you guys are a team.
Absolutely.
You are a team. You are supposed to submit to the man. But do you know the most important thing? There's something very tricky here. A lot of people are quick to shout submission. But there's this pastor I listen to, Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo, and his wife. She'll tell you that we as ladies, we are privileged to choose who we decide to submit to. If you are submitting to someone that is level-headed, just like she was giving an example, someone said, "Come, let me take you to somewhere very nice." Of course, you quickly want to what? Obey, because it's beautiful, it's nice, isn't it? So we should be very careful with who we choose to submit to, who we pick to submit to, because when we decide to, we actually need to submit. But a man also needs to understand. The Bible says that it says a man should love his wife as Christ loved the church and died for the church. Now we are in the period of Easter. We just finished Easter, where we celebrated the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. How many men are ready to die for their family? In quotes. You are very quick to come out and push the narrative of submission, because they want to be controlling and being authority. But how many men are actually ready to die? When you understand that you are called to servanthood as a man, and you understand that you guys are supposed to do things as a team, both as regards the home, whatever it is, whatever way you want to run the home. They say there's no marriage that's the same. What works for A cannot work for B. So whatever way you push to run, you just understand that you are a team. You work as a team, and I think that's what marriage is to me.
I pretty much agree with you. So what I would say here is this, a lot of times one thing men don't understand is that if you do the right thing, you don't need to ask nobody to submit to you. It will just come naturally. The way you wake up in the morning, you go and have your bath, you do things naturally. That's the way it will come. It's the moment you are trying to force it down the person's throat that you see that it will be so hard for that person to submit. Do the right thing, and you will not even need to keep preaching about submission. Do you understand? Like, it will just happen. It will fall in place. So the focus is usually on the wrong place. I want a woman to submit to you. Have you done all that you should be doing before? In fact, if you do it, you won't even need to say it, like she said. But then again, that's a long topic entirely. Let's just move on from that. I believe she has majorly said it all. You guys came with boring questions for some reason, for some weird reason. Yeah, your questions are either too serious or too boring. So I added some questions. Okay. So somebody asked who is your favorite sibling, right? So I wanted you to rank your favorite family member from the beginning to the end.
Well, I don't like comparison, so I don't want to do that. I don't like comparison, I believe.
And you can just generalize now. You can say these. Just generalize.
Oh, well, if I want to rank, definitely. Am I ranking siblings now?
Even parents. So they're
why
inside
are we
this
ranking
list.
parents?
Yes.
Why you didn't rank your parents?
Yes,
actually?
me, I'm even ready to rank self.
Auntie, rest in Jesus' name. Well, so siblings, definitely. My sister is my go-to, so she'll be my first. My brothers both will be on the same level for me.
Mm-hmm.
Then my dad, then my stepmom. All.
Okay, so my own is like this: my sister, my dad, my stepmom, and my brothers.
Yeah, she has a problem.
Yay! Okay, so the next one, it says, what's your best and worst thing about each other? I think I've done this, but let's do it again.
Best.
Like the thing you love most, the thing you admire most about this person, and the thing you admire least.
Okay.
Best thing.
For the best thing, I like the fact that you if you want to do something for someone, you go out for a person.
Awesome.
Yeah, let me put it that way. You can fight. My sister can fight for you anytime, any day.
I will fight for people more than I'll fight for myself.
Yeah. But for worst, you see this same thing she's doing to do all this content creation. She has a bad mouth.
Do I? I don't think I have bad mouth. Anyways, I do.
You don't speak for yourself. Someone else speaks for you. She does have a bad mouth.
Okay, awesome. So my own best thing. I think I think my best thing about you could still be my worst thing about you in a way, right? So the fact that you are someone who can accommodate and endure and take things from people, but sometimes you don't know where to draw the line, and then it's like you're allowing people to trample on you. So it's still my best thing, but in a way I don't like it because sometimes human beings, they need energy, they need basketballs, they're not kind people. Do you get? So knowing that sometimes you are kind, but sometimes you need to be mean and wicked to people. It is just what it is. This what people, they don't care about you, they don't send you. So sometimes being mean is good. Okay. I think that's mine. So the next one here is, what about our childhood would you change?
Childhood would I change? No, I've never really thought of that actually. Maybe I
have.
What I want to change is that I'm not trained in Nigeria. I was trained at
school. They say our childhood. They did not say like. Okay, maybe when I say
I don't think I have.
Spark memories. Okay. So mine. What about our childhood? I'll change. I think when I was growing up, the fact that my sister and I, right, maybe because we're just two girls, but there was this sense of comparison in every form. When we're growing up, this one, she's finer. This one looks younger. When we now went to the same secondary school. Your sister is intelligent. You are not so intelligent. And those kind of comparisons, they are things that I remember when I was growing up. It was a blessing and a curse because there was a time in my life when I saw my sister as my mentor, because my sister is very intelligent. I saw her as someone that I aspire to be like. I want to be as smart as she is. I want to be as intelligent as she is. But then again, it made me feel like I was not meeting up to standard because I was not doing what she was doing, if that makes sense. So that's one thing I know that ate me so deep, that comparison when I was small, that I wish that I could change. But then again, maybe that's the reason why I turned out this way. Gave me tough skin, made me feel like I can do anything. And at the end of the day, it's not like, I wish I could change it, but then again, I'm thankful for it. So, is there anything?
Maybe mine will be ladies doing more of the whole, because I think we grew up in a structural African kind of family where they feel the woman has to be the one, prepare her for a home, prepare her for this. So the women were more of the one that was doing the whole house
Domestic chores.
doing the cooking,
Cleaning.
doing the this, that, and the men were just it.
Laid
I
back.
always tell my sister that if I have a family tomorrow, both men and women have to be included.
Me, I say I want
Equally.
a daughter as my first child because I want the girl to give them EKK. If that makes sense. But yeah,
sometimes, with that comparison,
it even spoil them because I have
makes
friends.
them,
Yeah.
the lady will now be the one that works and
Yeah.
and this. The only thing is just to make sure that you include all the both of them, whether male, whether female. They should all be involved when it comes to home, house chores,
Activities.
cooking,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah,
And
true.
at the time, my brothers don't know how to even boil water. So
Very true. That makes sense. So yeah. But for memory's sake, because I'm going to come back to this video, what child do you want God to give you as a first child, a boy or a girl?
I want twins.
Twins, boy and girl. Awesome.
I
We'll
want
come back.
twins.
We'll come back and watch this video, okay? So this next question says, would you love to have an elder sister? Like you now, maybe when you were growing up, receiving the heat of the first daughter, all those things you went through. Would you love to have an elder sister?
Well, I actually do love to have an elder sister if I had the chance though. But I think I had people around me as senior figures that I looked at. So
Looked up to.
Yeah.
Me, on the other hand, it says, would you love to have a younger sister? I have a cousin, by the way, that I refer to as my younger sister, but like a direct younger sister. I think I would like it. But then again, I don't think there's anything different from what I already do now for my cousin that I will not do for my younger sister. So I think I'm fine. But maybe for the experience, maybe for the childhood experience, it would have been different. I don't know, maybe. But then we are plenty in this house for. That's enough. Okay. So what do you genuinely think about what I do as a content creator?
Oh, well, what I genuinely think, I feel it's cool. Content creation is like the new thing, and if you have a passion for it, if you love it, you can go for it. Like I tell you, I don't like to be in front of the camera all the time. So the fact that I'm not doing it doesn't mean that someone else is doing it. I would encourage you, definitely. It's really fun seeing your videos, seeing what you do here.
Do you watch my videos? No, you don't.
I don't watch your videos.
Are you sure?
Oh, but I myself may not want to be into it. Everyone is different.
So you would never want to do content creation?
I cannot. They say never say never. But for me,
well,
now,
have you ever thought about it somehow, someday, somewhere, you just doing videos?
I feel if maybe I have a partner that would love it, and maybe wants to be in the forefront.
Because I know you don't like work.
I want to be in the background. I would not want to be in the forefront.
You don't like work. You know, content creation is a lot.
I don't like work. Don't I do my? I prefer work. I don't want to do up and down.
You don't like editing work now. Those things.
It's not someone that does something that I would like it. I don't know. I don't do it. So why will I like what I don't do? So.
Okay, so I think that brings us to the end of this question and answer session. I hope we answered some of your questions. For those that did not ask or drop their questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section, and maybe we can do a part 2. Anything you want to hear from us, just drop it and we might do a part 2, or I might answer the comments, okay? Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it and you learned something, a thing or two from our pastor, Mrs. Please.
Pastor, Mrs.
Pastor, Mrs. Let us know in the comment and drop me a thumbs up, okay? Subscribe to my channel if you have not. And yeah, come back next week for another fun video. Do you have any last words for my community?
Keep watching, subscribe, like.
All right, so see,
let's grow together, right?
Let's grow together. You have.
It's not how people say it.
No,
let's grow together.
Tap. All right, guys. See you next week. Bye.